All right, you're watching OCTV Sports broadcast of Girls Park and Rec League softball. Here, today's matchup is the first game of a doubleheader between your Oxford Wildcats and the Troy Raptors. We're joining the game currently in the top of the second inning. A little bit of a mishap on my part. It made us kind of set back to the start of this broadcast, but we should be all up and running to catch the remainder of this game and the entirety of the second game coming up right after this one.
We are already up. Oxford is up 2-0 here at the end of the first, and I'm going to just check in to see. So this will be the fourth batter, Megan McGarry from Troy for the Raptors here. Maddie struck out the whole first inning. 1, 2, 3.
Did she?
She was on fire. Are you surprised?
No.
She was really bringing it.
Yeah, this is U14 or what age group? Because I know we've covered them before.
I was just checking that. No, we did U14 last night. These girls are quite a bit.
I think it's U10.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think this is U. Is that what it was? U10? Wow, these girls. U12.
U12. Okay.
Yeah, U12. Yeah, U10 is
a little bit lower, I guess.
Maddie was just throwing bullets down there, and they just, wow. She is really amazing. And there's a strike inside. That's strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts in the row for Maddie. And Caitlin Menzo for Troy will be up.
So 1 out, top of the first inning here. Oxford leading 2-0 so far in this game. Now this is more like it weather-wise for July, Rod, isn't it?
This feels like softball, doesn't it? And next up is Caitlin Menzo. Here's Caitlin, number 34. And she's going to take a strike. And it is just like clockwork. She hasn't thrown many balls, Andy. It's amazing. She's just pumping them down.
Yeah, Oxford's going to be real lucky to have her coming up through the high school, middle school, and JV ranks here in the fall. And OCTV will be there covering it all coming up in the school year.
Oh, just missed. My goodness. Any other game, any other pitcher, that's a strike. She is just humming them.
There we go.
And that is
let's just sit another one down.
Strikeout number 5 for Troy. And Chloe Obranovic, number 13 for the Raptors. I can't remember a pitcher in any league this dominant, in baseball or.
No, she's doing a great job, and it's not just today. Like we're saying, we've been covering this this team for a couple of games this summer, and it's the same story with Maddie on the mound.
Another strike. She is just pumping them down.
No balls, 2 strikes on number 13 for Troy.
And that is
be another
9, 6 strikeouts in a row for Maddie. And I'm going to have to go do an interview after that
it's
one.
A must.
I'll let you take it away, Andy.
All right, thanks for watching OCTV Sports Girls Park and Rec League softball here today at lovely Seymour Lake Park in Oxford, Michigan. Beautiful July day here. Great day for some softball. Remember, you can catch OCTV Sports, all of our games, Park and Rec League this season, on Charter Channel 191, AT&T Channel 99, and they air Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 6. And if you miss them, then you can catch it online at your convenience at OCCTV.org. waiting for Rod to get over and get an interview with that pitcher.
Hey,
for
Andy,
Oxford.
I'm here with Maddie Strikeout Lovins. How many? 6 in a row.
Cool.
Cool. How many? What's your record? How many in a row?
I don't know.
I think it was maybe 5. That might be. Is that the most you've ever done? You think?
I think so.
That is awesome. You're just. How many balls did you throw? Probably 2 or 3.
I don't know.
Yeah, not many. Well, you're doing really good. Keep firing them in there, okay?
Okay.
All right. Are you getting bored out there? I think your fielders are falling asleep. You maybe every once in a while turn around and wake them up.
Okay.
Good job. Maddie Lovins. Back to you, Andy.
Thank you, Rod. So here we go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Number 11 for Oxford leading off here. Oxford already up 2-0 over the Troy Raptors. Pretty early on in this first game of a doubleheader at Seymour Lake Park.
Oh, look at this.
Well, if you're Maddie's parents or anybody else who'd like to tell their children and grandchildren about the performance that they are seeing here today, you can order a DVD copy of today's game. We get both games of the doubleheader for the low price of $10, $2.50 for shipping and handling. All you got to do is call us at 248-628-9658. All you need to know, too, in addition to the phone number, is the date of the game, which is July 17th, and the 2 teams playing, Oxford and the Troy Raptors.
This is Peyton Berard. Berard, am I pronouncing that right? I believe so. Doesn't that sound familiar?
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
this is like the 3rd game we've done of these girls, so we're starting to. No, and you know what, Andy? I'm seeing some big improvements too.
From the team entire?
From the beginning of the season.
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
the girls are all getting, and as well as the defenders have all been getting better. And it's amazing how fast these kids learn. Here we go.
Nice
Ground ball
hit.
just past first base to shortstop. The throw over to first. Nice looking play. That was number 7, Gillian Sayak, with that pickup. And what a beautiful throw to first base. That was textbook, huh?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Made it look easy.
Peyton, you just ran into a good fielder there, kiddo. Good job getting a hold of the ball. But yeah, Gillian can really field. Olivia Makarowitz. Let's see if Olivia can get a hold of the ball. In the first inning, we got a single, and we got on. And the Maddie Lovins got on with the. She popped one over to the left. Onto the right side of the field. There was an error and a run scored, so you got an RBI on that one. And so we got a couple runs, and she ended up eventually scoring. Pass balls and such. So it was 2-0. So here we are in the top or bottom of the 2nd. Oxford up 2-0. Olivia will look. Taking the calls from Coach Gary. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, he's good
I'm
with
a
the
fan of
girls.
his.
Yeah, he's good with the girls. He has Rachel Smiley set up, and that will be ball 4. Rachel Smiley set up for the 2nd game to pitch.
And we've seen Rachel Smiley on the mound, too, I think, last game that we
Yes.
did. She had a pretty impressive performance as well.
Well, that's why this Oxford team is doing really well. Megan Griffith. You were waiting for it, right? And Olivia steals second base there. Coach Gary really runs these girls a lot. And he wants them aggressive on them base paths. And that's the way to be, Gary. Got a good coach. Girls, listen to him. Megan showing bunt. She'll take the strike on that, and Olivia will run down to 3rd. Still just 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Oxford girls, I believe it's 12U, up 2-0.
Ooh.
And there is a swing and a miss. Megan will go out swinging, but I'd rather have her go out swinging than sit
Oh, yeah,
having
for
that
sure.
bat sitting on her
For sure.
shoulder, right?
And that's going to be the second out of the bottom of the second inning here with a 2-0 lead. Twos across the board for Oxford.
Caroline Marsh.
Nice hit. That's going to be an RBI. I don't know about it.
Are you kidding me? Did she get her out?
I think she did.
Wow. That was that great shortstop. That was Gillian Sayak again, and nice. She had 2 putouts this inning. So we go to the top of the third with Troy Raptors up. And we will see Casey Verdun, Brielle Sharp, and Kalissa Kargas.
Now, how long do you think they're going to leave Maddie in for on the mound? She's gone. This will be her 3rd inning that she started.
I think she'll pitch the whole game. She really hasn't pitched that many pitches. They're all strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously. I mean, I think, unless, they start warming up. But I think they'll go the whole game with her. If they have to, they can go with Audrey Brown. And that way they can save Rachel for the second game.
I think another option, another reason they may pull Maddie here sometime before the game's out is boredom by the rest of the team. They're like you were saying earlier when you were talking to her, they're not getting too much action right now out there in the outfield.
Maybe it is U10. We played the Jags before.
Yeah, we played the younger version of Jags. Yep.
Yes, we did.
That was.
Well, no, because we played.
Rachel.
No, we got the same game.
So yeah, 10U. Okay.
10U.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were right.
Okay, cool.
Well, you were right, I should say.
Well, we're a team, so when I'm right, we're both right. And thank you for watching OCTV Sports Park and Rec League Girls U10 Fast Pitch Softball here at lovely Seymour Lake Park at the Elise Prince Softball Complex. Just joining us, your Oxford Lady Wildcats are currently leading 2-0 over the visiting Troy Raptors. A great day for some softball.
Brielle Sharp.
First day this week that we didn't have to worry about the equipment getting wet with
Yeah,
rain
kind of
clouds
wet.
coming overhead.
Yeah, wet and cold earlier.
Yeah, I woke up this morning already kind of in that mindset, dressed a little bit too warm, and was happy to change out of my work pants and stuff to come here to the game.
Yeah, she takes a strike. It might have been a ball, but she tried to bunt. Brielle.
One's behind to the left, and that's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike on number 45 for Troy.
Well, maybe this is Casey Verdun. Yes. Okay.
Verdun.
Verdun. I'm sorry.
She's signaling for bunt, and it's going to go over the top. 2-2.
This has been the first batter to go up this high. I think. She didn't throw many balls at all.
There we go.
And that will be strike 3.
And number 7.
I'm almost to the point I don't know if I want to count. Yeah, I might jinx her. Now this is Brielle Sharp.
Yeah, if you didn't jinx her when you were interviewing her and told her how many strikeouts she got, I don't think we're going to jinx her now. We're past the point of jinxing, luckily. If I remember my voodoo classes as a child, I think we're in the clear.
Just a voodoo 101.
Well, it was kind of like, yeah, it was the real basics. 13th birthday, you get voodoo lessons in my family.
Nice tradition you
No,
have there.
it's good.
Yeah.
It served me well.
Andy Shaman here doing the play-by-play. Ooh, that's the first ball. That's the farthest she's been from the strike zone today. Watching Maddie Lovins, 7 strikeouts in a row so far to start the game. All the fielders are in.
It's going to be high to the left, yes.
Yep.
1 out, top of the 3rd, if I'm not wrong.
And she fouls one back. So that'll be 2 strikes. Well, she got a...
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah. I believe so. That's a little target, too. If you think about it, Maddie's got smaller target. You know?
Oh, then if
Yes,
U16
yeah.
higher.
Exactly. I mean, look, this young gal, she's little. That's a little strike zone.
Oh, I even struck another one out. Wow. Facing a full count there.
Wow.
She gets there with a, what do you think that was, Rod? A low fastball to the corner?
Yeah, low inside, and she got it over. My goodness. She's more accurate than the U16 girls.
Well, with
Because she's got a smaller target. Calissa Cargus.
she's going to see strike number 1. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Oxford with a 2-0 lead here against the Troy Raptors.
And wow, this is the first girl to really get a hold of anything there. Well, you know the ball's coming, girls. So you got to think quick bat and get that bat out there. You'll get and Maddie's supplying the power. You can get yourself a good-looking hit here. That ball will be low.
Let's bring the count to 1-1. 2 outs.
I think I'm going to interview the right fielder. Find out how she does it. And that is strike 3. Calissa, don't feel bad, kiddo. There's 8 other girls that know what you're feeling right now. And
Yeah, so far, Maddie is pitching a gem without question.
let me go make another interview here.
All right. Yeah, try spreading it around a little bit, Rod, seeing how, ask the outfielders how they're staying busy. Join us at the bottom of the 3rd inning here in Park and Rec League Girls U10 Fast Pitch Softball at Seymour Lake Park on OCTV Sports. Hopefully you're watching us on television on either Charter Channel 191 or AT&T Channel 99. So going to the bottom of the 3rd, your Wildcats are currently up 2-0 behind the spectacular pitching of Maddie Loving, who has struck out 9 in a row so far. And Rod's going over to the Oxford dugout to get some interviews from the catcher that's backing her up.
At Caroline Marsh here, boy, it's 9 strikeouts in a row. You two would make a good team.
Yes, we do.
How many balls has she thrown?
Not that much over the past years, no.
No. What's the highest the count's gone up to? Has she gotten 3 balls on a girl yet? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so yet.
Maybe 2, yeah. Well, good. How hard is it to catch her?
Well, her balls are very fast, so you have to be aware and know where to place your glove and stuff.
Right, yeah, definitely, because it's going to come in fast, but the ball's not passing on you, and you're doing a good job back there. We noticed at the other game, too, you play catcher, too. You did really good.
Thank you.
Is that the only position you play?
I also play shortstop and outfield.
Okay. Oh, well, good. Well, here we go. Caroline Marsh. Back to you, Andy.
All right, thank you, Rod. Remember, you can buy DVD copies of this or any other of our games by calling us at 248-628-9658. It's only $10, and you get both games of this doubleheader against Troy and Oxford or any other game that you request. $2.50 for shipping and handling, but you can void that shipping and handling fee by stopping by our studios at 1775 North Lapeer Road, Suite C. And we're going to go into the bottom of the 5th inning here with Oxford up to the plate, starting off with Maria. Oxford's got a 2-0 lead, and they really haven't needed much more behind the pitching of Maddie Lovings, who has struck out 9 consecutive batters. And I'm gonna have to check the records when we get back to the studio, but that's got to be a league record for the U10 softball here, at least in Oxford.
What's that?
Oh, 9 consecutive strikeouts in a row. I mean, that's got to be.
Well, here is Maria Rabb. Yeah, I know, because it's just basically it's just been Caroline and Maddie playing catch. But at the bat though, Lauren Peters with her single, I should have got her. I'll get her next time.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. And I definitely want to talk to Gillian Sayak, that shortstop over there at Troy. She looks really good out there. 2 putouts there in the second inning. Did a very, very nice job.
Yeah, and she, like you were saying, made it look easy,
Didn't she?
which, is ideally what you want to do.
Yeah. Except for my boss, my boss
yeah.
is never like to see. Got to make it look hard. Got to put the show on, right?
Oh, yeah, show. Speaking of a show, Maria's going to take 4 balls and walk on down the first. So no outs here, bottom of the third inning. Oxford with a 2-0 lead. And a runner on first base looking to steal, but decides against it.
Well, I want to get the batting order from Coach Gary. Oh, he's all color-coded and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. He's got it together there.
Maria's going to slyly steal second there, going standing up with no outs. Yeah, people don't respect a sloppy coach unless you're Bill Belichick. Got to have the style.
I guess.
I'd be in a suit and tie out here if I were coaching, like Tom Landry. Had the hat.
Even on a hot day?
I'd have to.
Just to uphold the image.
I'd have to do it for the morale of my players.
I think the basketball coaches are the best dressed of all.
I think hockey. I was going to say hockey, but they're pretty similar. You don't see too much. And she's going to easily go over to third as the ball gets behind the catcher for Troy.
I don't know. The hockey guys are pretty much all scarred up, though, and that kind of ruins it. The basketball players look a lot better.
Well, yeah, I guess not missing too many teeth does improve your appearance a bit.
Amy Bronikowski is up at the plate here. She takes a swing and a miss. After Amy, we'll go top of the order. Speaking of Lauren Peter, she is going to be up again. She started out this game, and here we go. Amy is going to draw a walk. So we have runners on the corner with Lauren Peters up. Lauren playing first base today, or at least at the beginning of the game. Of course, Gary's going to move the girls around, and I couldn't agree more with him.
Oh, yeah.
Especially at this age, give the girls a shot. Here we go. Peters throws it to the pitcher, moves a runner in, so that's a fielder's choice. She will get the RBI on that one. And that will be the first out of the inning. And Amy Bronikowski moves on down to second. Audrey Brown. Now, we've seen Audrey pitch before, too.
Yes, we did. She did an excellent job.
She's getting it. Here we go. A slap, a foul down the first base line. Audrey likes to be interviewed. I'm going to have to interview her because she'll yell at me. She'll get me, Andy.
We can't have that, especially on film.
And she deserves to be interviewed.
Let's see if she can do something here to have do something worth talking about in an upcoming interview and maybe knock.
Plus, I like her grandpa.
He's
a good guy.
Did we interview him? No, we were speaking with. He came to the couple games ago.
Oh, he doesn't miss a game. And he had a girl playing yesterday, too. We were here yesterday. It was a little rainy. Here we go. The throw, and not in time or on line. Amy gets third base.
Yeah, good heads up. Nice hustle by number 7 to get on the way down to third with 1 out. Bottom of the third inning, and Oxford up 3-0.
Audrey hit one to first base. Her first time up in the first inning here.
There we go.
And there we go. There's a shot. Look out just past Sayak. And that's a good thing because Sayak, if any closer. So Audrey gets a RBI single as Amy Bronikowski touches the plate. And that will make it a 4-0 game, Oxford. And now, who's this young lady? Number 13, Maddie Lovins.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm too familiar with her.
And she's a left-handed hitter, too. That's awesome. Maddie can hit the ball a ton. Swing and a miss on that one.
So as you can see, third base coach for Oxford signaling that there's still one out, and that pass ball is going to bring Maria on, or not, it's not Maria. Apologize.
Audrey.
That's Audrey. Yep.
Yeah.
5 looked like a 6 there for a second.
You remember Audrey from last game. She's running. She thought it was a track meet. She's running
right.
all over the place. Remember that? Yeah, she's quick. Aggressive on the base paths. She's going to be a good one. You watch. She's going to be playing high school ball. And Maddie reaches up for a ball out of the strike zone on that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Maddie. 1 out, 4-point lead. Runner on third base looking to score here soon.
And that ball will scurry by. Brown
Boy,
wants to score, doesn't she? I like it.
And at this age level, they can't score on a pass ball that, like they can in the upper, like U14 and
No, they
U16.
can't.
So much to her chagrin, Audrey's going to be kind of kept in the stall there on third.
Yeah, we're kind of tying her up a little bit here. She's raring to go. Well, Maddie got a couple strikes on her. She's got to get the bat on the ball here. Good opportunity. With a runner in scoring position, just 1 out. Ball way high.
Good eye, Maddie. She walks on down to first, putting runners at the corners for Oxford. Was still just 1 out. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Did
And
not expect that at all.
Maddie runs into Gillian Sayak.
Yeah, they tried that. She tried to steal second. They tried to catch her, and that gave Audrey enough time to steal home. And because of that collision, the ball's going to come loose over at second. So Maddie's going to go and go and slide in, but go in safe.
Well, that's why Coach Gary did that. He says, you know what, I can't move my runner onto third unless there's a hit, so I'm going to have my girls score. You know, steal second. And that way, as soon as they attempt that, you can go home. But if she would have just walked to first, she had to stay. So, good coaching. You know, a lot of times, too, is that when the dads are coaching and stuff, it's a learning process for them.
Oh, yeah.
And,
yeah.
you know, the game is different. You know, a lot of the dads sometimes play hardball, but softball's completely different. Not completely, but it's quite a bit different. And it's, like I said, a learning experience for them. And he seems to really know how to call this game.
Yep. I was just about to say
it took me a while, too. When I was coaching my daughter, I was showing them some stuff, and it just took me kind of a while to get in the softball mode.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially for, I know you and, like you're saying, other dads who maybe played some baseball growing up or high school, college, or whatever. It's tough to take yourself out of that mindset and take considerations, all the little nuances. Like, for example, the slap bunt that you have been explaining to me over these games is something I never would have even considered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a different part of the game as well. They'll probably do it again here. She's watching, pitcher's watching this time. So that was ball 4 to Rachel. And that will put runners on the corner. Still just 1 out for Emma Morris. Emma's playing shortstop, well, she has been. And Rachel will head on down to second. Five to nothing. Oxford here in the bottom of the third. You're watching U10. It's hard to believe. U10 softball.
Good eye.
If you think of everything that these kids have learned from 1 to 10, a language, how to walk, how to talk, how to interact between people, they learn more within this first 10 years than they'll ever learn more in their life, and you can see how quick it is. It's amazing. You know, you look at a 10-year-old and think, wow, They learned a whole
Oh,
lot.
yeah, it's fascinating. I don't think I've learned anything since I was 10. So I'm going to have to agree with you.
Yes. And sometimes you look at it and think, wow, how did they get good so fast? And well, that will load the bases. Emma Morris will take ball 4, and this will be Peyton Berard. And Peyton will keep things a little bit exciting, trying to foul that one off. That will roll out of play.
Yeah, it took long enough to,
kind of
to get out of play. Yeah,
bit.
just enough. So bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Oxford up 4-0. Peyton looking to make something happen here, bring home some of her teammates. They're lonely out there. Bring them home.
Yeah, the ball has not been hit.
Go.
There's a shot right there, just past the second.
That's going to bring home 1.
And here comes
2.
Smiley. 2-run single by Peyton Berard. Very good job. That's Maddie Lovin scoring and Rachel Smiley scoring. That makes it 7-0 Oxford.
And that looks like it ended the inning. Did they
I
get
think
to
it's
the bat?
yeah, it's the 7-run limit on an inning, just at this level. As we noticed yesterday, that was not the case.
Yes,
we've seen that before. Boy, what's the highest score we've seen? Remember we had a game 34. Something. It was crazy.
It was up there. I still think it's going on. I still think the score's being run up on that game. It got out of hand, but
I'm going to go do an interview.
I think it's a good idea. Who are you going to try to get?
Oh, I'm going to go over the Raptors.
Excellent. Got to keep us unbiased here at OCTV. But we are your community station, Oxford. So if you do have a sports idea, story, or any kind of program story or idea you'd like to share with us, you can give us a call at 248-628-9658. Or there's an option of you going online to our website, OCCTV.org. There not only is there directions to the studio, ways to get in contact with our staff, but we also have all of our programs, not just sports, but everything else we've done from our community access, My Life, our weekly news program. Everything's on there underneath the programs tab. Also, we got links to our YouTube page and Facebook, so there's no excuse, Oxford, for you not to be able to get a hold of us and share your opinions and ideas. And I think we're going to go over to Rod, who's over at the Troy Raptors bench. I think Rod's over there in enemy territory trying to lock down a few interviews for some of the girls. Going to the top of the 4th inning here. Oxford with a nice hearty lead. And it looks like we're having a few technical difficulties with Rod's interview, so we apologize. All this space-age technology that we're dealing with sometimes has a few gremlins in it. So I'm sure the young lady, whoever Rod is interviewing over on the Raptors bench, will be very disappointed. But they take us back to the game where the Maddie Loving show will continue as she's up on the mound again. Top of the 4th inning, Troy looking to get on the board for the first time today. And another high heater from number 13. That's going to bring the count to no surprise. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, boy, nice thrown one, but a little bit to the outside for the first ball of the at-bat. We're going to count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there it is, number 3. And Maddie sends her 10th in a row back to the Troy bench. Still protecting this shutout game that she's pitching. And then bring number 19, Megan, to the plate for the ladies in red.
Oh, it wasn't on? I missed the whole interview?
We weren't getting anything on this end.
Oh, my goodness.
It looked good, though.
It looked okay.
Looked like you're asking all the hard-hitting questions. She had a lot to say.
Well, I just watched Maddie.
Wow.
I was sitting back there, and I'll tell you what, they got Morris catching now, and it's like, I think Caroline Marsh's hand was sore. That glove's popping back there. I mean, it is popping.
Well, I'm sure you saw it if you were behind the plate, but she just struck out her 10th in a row, and she's already up 1 ball, 2 strikes on number 19, Megan, for Troy.
Zumba.
And number 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, okay, I was
no,
right.
you can count. That's 11
Yes.
strikeouts in a row. Wow.
Take that, Mr. Jankowski, my 6th grade math teacher. I told you I could.
It's that other appendage you have.
Thumb?
Yeah. And this is number 4, Maggie Benkowski.
And she's going to attempt for the bump, but it's going to get by her for strike number 1.
We saw Maddie. Wow. We saw Maddie in the other game. I think she struck out 6 in a row to begin the game. And then she had a walk, and they did eventually get a couple, and she come back and get some more strikes. You're talking 12 in a row right there. Wow. And Maddie.
That's really the best way to describe it.
It's total domination on the pitching there. Wow. And she's faced 12 girls, and they've all gone down, not swinging, looking, because it's. And you know what? She's knock on wood. She has not hit anybody, and fantastic.
Yeah, no, she's really.
I can't believe how fast she's throwing and how accurate she's throwing. I think I'm going to go interview Lauren Peters.
Yeah, it's a good idea, especially
if I can find her.
Well, we're going into the top of the 4th here. Bottom of the 4th, I'm sorry. Bottom of the 4th in this first game, the doubleheader between the visiting Troy Raptors and your U10 Oxford Lady Wildcats. Behind Maddie's pitching, Oxford is currently sitting comfortably with a 7-0 lead. And if you're just joining us and you want to catch the entirety of Maddie's perfect performance here so far, you can check us out online at OCCTV.org under the Programs tab. Or, of course, if you're a college scout that wants to get the jump on the competition early and start looking at Maddie's stuff right now, you can order a DVD copy of today's game calling us at 248-628-9658. Get both games of the doubleheader for $10, $2.50 for shipping and handling. But you can also stop by our studios at 1775 North Lapeer Road, Suite C, to pick it up yourself. And we're going out to Rod in the Oxford dugout.
All right, I am here with Lauren Peters and Audrey Brown. Well, let's see. You girls both got on base today with a hit, didn't you?
Yeah.
A good base running, too. Very aggressive base running.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Not much happening out in the field, though, is there?
No.
How come?
Because
Maddie throws
12
strikes.
Yeah, a lot. 12 strikeouts in a row. I think that's a record.
Yeah.
I know. So, anyways, well, that's okay. We'll just do it at the bat, right? All right. Well, let's go get them, girls. Have we lost a game this year?
No.
No.
You girls are undefeated, aren't you?
Yeah. Just in our winter league, we didn't do so well, but we've worked on it.
You definitely have worked on it. Yeah. Well, good job. Okay, girls. Well, go get me some hits now, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have a good
Thank
game.
you.
Yep. Back to you, Andy.
And thank you, Rod. Up to the plate right now, number 22, Olivia for Oxford. She had a hit that looked like a single to everybody, but the last second turned foul, so she had to come back out to home plate. And she's going to facing a 3 balls, 1 strike count here at the top of the bottom of the 4th with a 7-0 lead, no outs.
How did Olivia do for me?
Well, she got a walk.
Oh, she got a walk. Where is she?
She's not. She just got down to first.
Okay.
Yep. So you
Oh,
didn't
this is
miss
the first.
much.
Okay.
Yeah. No. She had a. What I was just explaining to the viewers that she had a ball that looked like it was a single. She made it all the way down there, but at the last second it went foul. So.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a hit there. Okay.
Yep.
That was Olivia. Okay.
So did she. By.
Makarowitz. Here's the throw.
Oh, and she went in easy, stealing second. Coach is going to hold her up there, though. She looked like she wanted to keep on going on down the 3rd, and I don't blame her.
This is Megan Griffith. Well, that was the second walk for Olivia today. She scored. No, she didn't get in. They left her stranded there in the second.
Well, she's doing.
And she's sliding.
Nice after the
I
fence.
like it.
Well, you don't want to go home with your jersey clean. I mean, that
No.
was never. You never strove. Or you never. That was never your focus.
No, if you had a clean uniform, you didn't really play so much, maybe. And did you hear that they're undefeated this summer?
Yeah, it looks like they got all their losing out of the way during the Winter League, which is probably the place to do it.
Yep.
Work out the kinks.
How do they find the ball in the snow?
You know what? I don't know. What it's a bright orange or a bright yellow one, so that,
Is that what
probably
it is?
helps.
Okay.
I'm sure that's why they chose that color.
And that will be ball 4 to Megan. So Megan gets on base. We'll have runners on the corners for Caroline Marsh. Caroline was interviewed earlier. I'm going to have to put down everybody that I interviewed so I don't miss anybody. Right?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Usually pretty good at doing that. I don't think you've intentionally left anybody out in past games.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Oh, she's going to be safe down at first.
Caroline
And
will beat it out and get an RBI to boot.
so that's with no runners out. Wildcats at first and second. Olivia's going to come home to put that score up. Oxford 8, Troy Raptors currently 0. All right, on that strike is going to get past the pitcher, and that's going to bring Megan Griffith over to third and Caroline on over to second. So runners well within scoring position here for Maria. She swings at another one that gets past the catcher for strike number 2.
Maria Rabb.
No balls, 2 strikes on number 5.
And she reaches out and tries to get something done with that one. That was out of strike zone, Maria.
And it goes back to, I had my car parked over there earlier today, so I'm glad I moved it. Can't risk, putting even a scratch on that automobile.
And that will be strike 3 to Maria.
Goes down swinging though.
Well, that's all right. She walked in the third and scored, so and that will put Amy Bronikowski up to the plate.
Still just 1 out. Runner still at second and third. Oxford with the lead, 8-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. They're having a real impressive season all around.
Oh, yeah, I think this is probably the most dominant team here at Seymour Park for Oxford. I mean, we have other good teams, but this is definitely, there is a swing and a miss.
Yeah, it looks like she was trying to uppercut it, swung well underneath that pitch. Coach is trying to give her little tips. That's going to make the count full.
Oh, helped her out a little bit there. She would have had a free base. But she said, nope, I want to get on myself.
You want to earn your
I
RBIs.
want to get this. I want to hit that ball. Good job, Amy. And she's going to have to take first on that one. That one's way high.
Well, you know, it's the American way, not wanting to be given a base. You want to earn that base. I mean, if someone gives it to you, sure, I'll take it. But
so here we are. Now we go to the top of the order. Lauren Peters is up. And that, of course, Lauren is the girl that we
Nice hit.
interviewed earlier. And there we go. Base hit up the middle. And there's an RBI. 2 RBIs.
a nice hit by Lauren. Double RBI single over to first base, and she's going to bring 2 home, and that, I think, should move it into double digits for the Lady Wildcats. So with 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning, they are now up 10-0 on the visitors. It's number 6 up to the plate right now, looking to add to that score. Audrey is going to watch that one roll past her wisely. Looks down the third baseline to get a few instructions from the coach. There we go. That's going to bring Amy on over to second, or over the third, and Lauren following her over to second. So again, 1 out, runners in scoring position at second and third. Oxford up 10-0 here in bottom of the 4th inning at Seymour Lake Park. Ooh. Good looking swing by Amy there, but just a little bit over top that pitch to make it a strike. That's going to be a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, definitely looking to make some contact. And she does. Oh, that's easily going to bring 1 home as she strolls on down to first base. RBI single for number 6. And that puts Oxford up 11-0.
Are you keeping up with all this?
Oh,
Audrey
yeah.
Brown gets a single here?
RBI single.
Wow. So we can hit, too.
And she just stole second. The second we turned our heads away, she stole second.
Lauren Peters on third base. And Senior Smoke is up right now. Wow. Maddie Lovins. I'll tell you what. And she can hit, too. Look
See?
at this. And there we go.
And that's going to be
1 run, 2 runs,
2.
and a 2-run RBI single to score Peters and Brown. And could be that
yep.
could be 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ay, ay, ay.
5, 6. I got 6 runs on that, but who's counting? Unofficially 13-0. And I better go do a couple interviews. This is
Yeah, the game
really,
will be over here pretty soon.
Yes, I should.
All right, thank you for watching OCTV Sports U10 Park and Rec League Girls Softball here at Seymour Lake. The fantastic accommodations of the Elise Prince Softball Complex. Today's game is between your dominating Oxford Lady Wildcats and the visiting Troy Raptors. Oxford's currently just walking away with this one, 13-0, behind the pitching of number 13, Maddie Lovings on the mound, who has struck out, it's got to be a record, folks, 13, which is also her number, ironically enough, batters in a row. We've been covering all different Park and Rec League games this summer. U10, U16, some men's beer league games, and coming up we're going to do some senior citizens rec league games here. So you can catch all of those games. And coming in the fall, JV and varsity high school games on OCTV. Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 6, Charter Channel 191 and AT&T Channel 99.
Hey, Andy, I'm here with a couple of the Raptors. Who do I got here?
Samantha Boringesser.
And
Chloe Obranovic.
are we going to get a hit on this girl or what?
Yes.
Yep. She's pretty fast, though, isn't she?
Yeah.
That's okay. Now, how's your season been going so far?
Great.
Yeah. Well, where you been playing?
Well, I've been playing shortstop, pitcher, and third base.
Oh, okay. Are you going to pitch next game or?
Yeah.
And what about you? Where you been playing, Chloe?
Playing shortstop and second base.
Okay. Well, good. Well, good luck up there. Let's get a hold of that ball, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Back to you, Andy.
All right, thanks, Rod. And just in time to catch Maddie throw first pitch strike to number 14 for Troy. That's Emma up to the plate for the Raptors. Emma shows bunt, but it's going to go high above it. No doubt Emma's looking to be the first one to break this scoreless streak for Troy. Another fire ball by Maddie is going to bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good out by number 14. Should even the count up to 2-2, keeping herself alive at the plate. Well, Maddie's having an unbelievable day. The Troy batters have seen her a couple times by now, so maybe that's starting to get a little bit familiar with her pitching style. So I wouldn't be surprised if the stalemate's going to break. It'll happen this inning.
Well, this is Emma Leonard. This is the last batter, and that is strike 3. And that she will match her uniform number.
Oh, she did. Oh, I was 1 off.
13.
I was saying that. I thought she already had 13.
Was this the was that the second?
No, that was the first one. I was wrong. I was trying to make it sound good with the 13 being how many strikeouts in the 13.
Oh, yeah. Well, it has to be. It has to have 3. We go by 3.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9.
Oh, we started.
Right,
when did we
yeah.
start doing that? Oh boy. Oh,
yeah, it's a
man.
new thing. You didn't get the memo.
No. We've been doing this for months, and nobody told me.
Oh, that's right. I was standing back there watching her.
Yeah.
I don't think I can hit her.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing.
She is pumping that ball in.
I was thinking I would love to try, but I know I'd just get
Look at that.
embarrassed.
And Olivia Griffiths gets a hold of it. There you go, Olivia. I think you're right, though. You think it's going to stop at 13? This has been quite. Oh, she tries a changeup.
That's gonna
3 balls, 2 strikes. This is it right here, Maddie. Your record is online. And that's it. That's ball 4. Wow.
Man. I was holding my breath there for a minute.
No. So, Olivia Griffith, the leadoff hitter, gets on with a walk, and she is the first Raptor to get to first base.
Well, I guess 13 strikeouts in a row is okay.
Gillian Sayak. Here's the throw from
Good
that's
slide.
Morris. Good slide. Good throw. A little high.
Yep.
You know what? Got to tell these girls, bounce it there. If you can't make it all the way, it's the quickest route there. And this is number 7. I did say that already. Gillian. Wow, Gillian gets see.
Nice
now
swing.
the girls all seen her now.
I wonder if too getting the first player on base kind of loosens the tension more or less for the team.
Yeah, and after you've seen a few pictures, you can. And Maddie's trying this change-up. 13 strikeouts in a row. That is amazing. Wow. She's popping the glove. There's another strike. Is that Morris back there? Yeah, it's Morris back there. So she wants to preserve the shutout anyways by holding that runner in. Oh, gets her to go
Wow.
for a slow one.
Well, I think definitely the goal of preserving the shutout's not too far out of reach.
I think Maddie's trying to throw a different pitch now. She's starting to. Maybe Coach Gary's got her trying to
Yeah, I'd say
throw
things.
off speed. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
I think that-
Oh! My goodness. And he got her. Morris throws her out the throw to Brown.
No way.
That was a. Olivia Griffith was down there quick.
Yeah,
It
she
wasn't like
was.
she was dogging it. She was running hard, but what
Wow.
you know who my interview was with?
Olivia Griffith?
No, Morris for that throw at catcher. Yeah. Oh,
Jeez.
my goodness, that was a beautiful play.
Yeah, that was just added to the list of impressive things that we've been seeing today from those two. Well, who wouldn't want a DVD copy of that to relive for the years and years to come? I know just the place to get it. By calling us at 248-628-9658. Low price at $10, $2.50 for shipping and handling, but you can avoid all that and meet and greet all of the Oxford Community Television staff by stopping by our studios at 1775 North Lapeer Road and pick up the DVD copy yourself. I think Rod's in search of both the players involved in that nice throw out at third. Coach might have him pretty locked in. Oh, I think we're gonna have some luck here. So we're gonna go down to Rod, who is by the Wildcat bench. Rod.
Hey, Andy, how are you? I'm with Mercury Morris here. No, actually, what's your first name?
Emma.
Emma. You threw that girl out at third base. That was awesome. She was running hard, too.
Yeah, she was.
Is your hand a little sore from catching Maddie?
No.
No? You're pretty tough, huh? Is she throwing a changeup?
Yeah.
Wow, man. You know she had 13 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah.
Now, you played shortstop the first inning, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you and who else was playing back there? I'm trying to think who else was catching. Marsh, right?
Yeah.
Do you share that position?
Yeah, I do. And with Lauren.
And Lauren, too? Where's your favorite position?
Catcher.
Catcher? Okay, yeah, all fighting for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you keep throwing them out like that, you'll get that position, won't you?
Maybe.
Keep throwing out. Yeah, that was a good throw. Good throw. Good job. Here we go, Emma Morris. Back to you, Andy.
Good job, kiddo.
Yeah, thanks, Rod. Going to the bottom of the fifth inning here, if our notes are correct, and you know they always are. Oxford got a very sizable lead, and the shutout still is protected by that excellent plays, the combination of excellent plays there at the end of the inning. Real impressive. I'm starting to think this might be my
One of your
unofficially favorite teams to watch here in the Park and Rec League ball that we're doing.
Well, they're all fun, but these girls are so good.
All right, leading off is going to be number 10 for Oxford, Rachel. And Rachel, I think Rachel, you said Rachel is on schedule to start pitching the second game of this doubleheader.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what.
She's no slouch either.
No, she's not. She is not at all. She is very good.
Yeah, Troy's got their work ahead of them today if they look to at least salvage one of these two games.
And Rachel way ahead on the swing there. No, Rachel is a good pitcher.
So Rod, this takes us to the bottom of the fourth, or have we moved into the fifth inning yet?
We're top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth.
Wait, no.
Be bottom of the fifth, I would think, or bottom
Bottom.
of the fourth.
Yeah, because they were up first, so. Yeah, bottom of the fifth. I just missed a number in here. Yep, bottom of the fifth, Rachel Smiley gets on first with a walk, and this is Emma Morris. Oh, wow, I just had an interview with her. I should not have interviewed her before she's up to bat. I looked at the...
I'm sure it just will, you know. Help
Didn't throw her off much.
No, she thrives under pressure.
Rachel's had 3 walks this game. Emma hit the ball hard to left field. It was a nice catch by the left fielder of the Troy Raptors. She got a piece of the ball and hit it a long ways, but it was up in the air, got underneath it a little bit, and left fielder made a good play.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So Emma, actually, her and Maddie probably hit the ball. I'm trying to think. Those two probably hit the ball the hardest today.
So no outs, runner at third. Wildcats up 13-0 here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
And Emma will take a walk on that one. It's the second time she's been on with a walk, and that will leave us Peyton Berard. Peyton hit the ball to shortstop. Gillian made a good play on her, and then she got a single with 2 RBIs in the third. So Peyton, we're going to have to do an interview with Peyton. She's done really good today. Peyton takes a strike.
And with Emma moving up to second base, that'll put runners in scoring position at second and third with no outs. A lot of activity at the park today. This is the only game going on, but the other 3 fields are being used for practice, it sure looks like. Great day to get out to the ballpark in any way.
Megan Georgie pitching. Left-hander. How about that? And that will be ball 4. So the first 3 batters will be walked. And that'll leave it up to Olivia Makarowitz. Olivia's also got 2 walks today. And she wants a hit on this time. Here she goes. Ball will roll.
She's gonna
Fair,
be
yes. And she's going to get an RBI single.
That's
How
going to
about
bring
that?
home 2.
Did it bring home? It sure did.
And she's going to move on over to second.
Look out. Here's a play at the plate. Oh, no. She's
they get her?
safe. No. Peyton scores.
So that single, that RBI single turned into a 3 RBI double for more or less.
Yeah. And they all score. Smiley, Morris, and Berard all score. And that was a nice slide by Peyton, huh? What'd you think of that?
A lot of intensity.
Megan
That
Griffith
bunt, a nice bunt laid
gets
down.
on with the bunt. And Megan,
Boy, they're just firing on all cylinders right now.
aren't they? And, of course, Olivia will scurry on down to third on that punt. Caroline Marsh. And here we go. Caroline's going to hit one down the first base line. They're going to try for the play at home. She's safe.
Nice slide. Well, she had all the, she's been practicing sliding as we've seen all day. So good time to perfect
Olivia?
it there at home
Yes. Yeah, she scored.
plate. Sure. There you go. Just. I don't think we have any change yet, do we?
No, I don't. What can concession stand?
I can go get that. You fill that out, and I can go run and get some change for you real quick.
Just the date. Yeah. Well, here we go. We got Maria Rabb with runners at first and second. Actually, second and third now. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4 runs so far this inning. So not only are we doing it defensively when with pitching, we're doing it at the plate as well. This team has, I don't think, lost a game this summer, as we were talking to some of the gals. Good fielding, good hitting, and unbelievable pitching. And Maria will foul that one back. Good opportunity for Maria to get an RBI here.
We can. It's going to be another $250 for shipping and handling. And if you get the,
And that will be ball 4. And that will load the bases. Amy Bronikowski will be up now. Everybody that's been to the plate seemed to be scoring. Griffith wants to score. She's getting a big lead there at third. Coach Gary's got these girls very aggressive out there. It's hard to believe these girls are 10 and under. And that ball will be high. All the girls are trying to hit their way on. You know what, Amy? That is just all right. I'd rather see you, though it was a ball, I'd rather see you hit on there, kiddo, especially being up this high.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
You know, score-wise, you know, I think Coach Gary, he's not mad at that. He wants these girls to learn to swing, hit the ball, because eventually them pitchers are going to get real good, and you're going to have to hit the ball to get on. There's no walks at all when you get a good pitcher.
Kind of like what Troy is unfortunately having to deal with today.
Yeah, it is tough. Well, that's the hardest position to play in this game, as pitcher. And that will be a swing and a miss from Laura Peters. Lauren's got a couple singles today. She got on base with a sacrifice. And she's scored twice. Yeah, she's got 2 RBIs. You know, that sacrifice was an RBI. They went for her, and the run scored. So, and she swings away, fouls this one back the first base side.
Still bases loaded here. I believe still only one. Yep, only one out. So, boy, it sure looks like we're gonna get another
There we go.
one of those.
Oh, right down first base line.
This can bring 2 home.
Yep.
We got to be. Yep, that's 5.
That should be 5.
That'll
She's
end
going to
the
get a couple. I think a couple RBIs. You think they'll give her on that?
A handful.
1,
A
2,
baker's
3,
dozen or
4,
so.
5. Is it 6 runs? Yeah, I think 6 runs in the inning. So, I believe
6 or
that'll. Well, they allowed 6 last time. Well, roughly 19-0.
And let's see if they're going to end this first game.
I
of
think
the
that'll be
doubleheader.
the end of the first game.
Sure looks like it from the.
And I'll tell you what a game.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's at the very least you can say what a game. That was a
13 strikeouts in a row, 14 total for Maddie. The only other out was a putout at third base from Morris, throwing the runner out. A beautiful throw from Emma Morris to throw out, I think, a Sayak at third, and Audrey Brown grabbed the ball and made the tag. It was beautiful. And I'll tell you what, the steal was a good steal, too. She was running hard.
Oh, yeah.
She had a beautiful slide. It was just a good-looking play all the way around.
Well, I hope that first game didn't spoil us for the second game of this doubleheader that's coming up here real soon. Because, you know, watching this team, I'm getting used to seeing some some really good softball. And they will be back, and stay tuned, because we'll be back, too, to broadcast the second game of the doubleheader between your Oxford Wildcats and the visiting Troy Raptors here on OC TV Sports. All right, and welcome to OCTV Sports Park and Rec League Girls U10 Softball. This is game number 2. Oh, ooh, nice lead-off single by Lauren for Oxford. And like I was saying before that excellent hit, this is game number 2 of a doubleheader between your Oxford Wildcats and the visiting Troy Raptors here at Seymour Lake Park. Now, Oxford, behind the pitching of Maddie Lovings, won game number 1 in a very impressive 19-0. And from the start of things here in game number 2, looks like it's going to be a lot of the same. Lauren stealing second, third, and home for score number 1. Man, I haven't even got through the intro yet, and Oxford's already on the board, up 1-0. No outs. Audrey, with what started out to be a single, worked her magic and all of a sudden is standing here on third with no outs, up 1-0. And the voices you are going to hear are Andrew Curtis. I'm joined by my broadcast partner for these games, Rod Wright. And today our cameraman, Ryan Myers. He's done a game with us before. He a new hire on about a month in here at the station. Doing a real great job. Don't tell anybody else, but he's better than everybody else we have working there. And Maddie, the star pitcher from game 1, is going to make some contact with that, but it's going to go foul. Bringing her count to 1-2, no outs, top of the first inning. Oxford already with a 1-0 lead. Good eyes by number 13. She watches that one go low and away, bringing the count to 2-2. Yeah, Maddie had what has to be a record-setting first game, striking out 13 pitchers in a row, 14 total in the 19-0 victory over the Raptors. And Senora Smoke from game 1 is going to take her base over there first, putting runners in the corners with no outs. And that'll bring number 10, Rachel, to the plate. Looking to bring a few more runners home here at Seymour Lake Park. Ball's going to go over the head of the catcher for the Raptors, and Maddie's going to move on down to second, standing up. So that'll put 2 runners well within scoring position with no outs. That's just the way Rachel likes it. Oh, man. That's gonna bring 2 home. Coach is gonna keep Rachel over there at first, so that's gonna be a 2 RBI single. And with Rachel on first, still no outs, top of the first inning for the Cats. They're gonna go up 3-0 here very, very early on in the ball game. Umpire is going to call times. Coach confers with his other coaching staff there on the bench. This would be a perfect time to inform you, the viewer at home, that you can check out all of our Oxford sports weekends from 1 to 6 on Charter Channel 191 or AT&T Channel 99. And if you prefer a more mobile style of viewing your Oxford Park and Rec sports, check us out online at occtv.org. I think I bring in a pinch runner. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Don't know what I was watching there for a second. Me number 15 up to the plate, Emma. Emma's making some hard contact, but that's going to go foul along the third base line. Bringing her count to no balls, 2 strikes, runner on first. Looking to pad that 3-0 lead here early on. Make contact with that one to stay alive. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Whew. That's to be the first strikeout of the game for anybody. Emma had a real nice first game, so I'd be real surprised if she let that strikeout stop her. So 1 out, up by 3. Maddie's all the way over on the second base with number 11, Peyton, coming to the plate. She's going to take a good swing at the first pitch, but she's going to miss for strike 1. Looks down the coach for a few words of inspiration. Peyton watch that one roll by for ball 1, putting the count to 1-1 here with 1 out. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on number 11. That was going to get past the catcher, and that's going to bring Maddie over to third base easy. Three balls and 1 strike. And Peyton's going to walk on down to first. I think you see wisely the Raptors saw that one, but we saw this play happen in the first game where they kind of used the second base steal as bait to bring the runner home, which they executed perfectly in the first game as well. Because in this age group, the U10 league, you can't steal home on a pass ball to the catcher, which isn't the case for the older grades, the U16 and whatnot. You can steal on home in those situations, but you can't do it here. So we've seen the Oxford coach use that play once before today. And Olivia, number 22 for Oxford, is going to beat out that run to first. So 2 outs, runner at first for Oxford, up 4-0 here early on. That's number 32, Megan, with a nice hit to shallow right field. She's going to go in for a single, and that's going to bring Olivia all the way over to third. Excellent base running and hitting by the Wildcats so far. Two outs, 1 runner in scoring position brings number 3, Caroline, up to the plate, looking to knock in an RBI, 1 RBI at least. That's going to bring Megan home, or Megan to second, and that toss to second is going to bring Olivia home, and a nice slide in the home plate. Dirtying up those socks a little bit, but yeah, I don't think Mom will be too upset doing the laundry after a play like that. Unless she is. I mean, I've never really met her mother. And that's going to reach the 5-run limit. Again, at this age group, the U10 age group, they don't want the scores to be run up too much on the girls, so they'll put a 5-run cap on each inning. And that's something that we're very familiar with following this team all summer like we have. I think that was that was pretty much the case for that first game, that 19-0 game. And I got a really good feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more of that today here in game 2. So going into the bottom of the second, Oxford is up 5-0, and on the mound is number 10, Rachel Smiley. She's got some pretty big shoes to fill after Maddie's 14 strikeout shutout in game 1, but we've watched her pitch before, and she knows what she's doing, so it should be a real competitive duel between the starting 2 Oxford pitchers at who gets more strikeouts and who can keep the game scoreless. And again, thank you for watching OCTV Sports. This is Park and Rec League Girls U10 Fast Pitch Softball. Second game of a doubleheader between your Oxford Lady Wildcats and the visiting Troy Raptors. And if you're just tuning in for the second game, game 1, the Wildcats put them away 19-0. Starting pitcher Maddie Lovings had a very, very impressive 14 strikeout game. And Rod Wright's over there in the Troy dugout to talk to the players. Rod?
Raptors here. Hey, I heard. Who are you?
Brielle.
Brielle, how are you today? Good. I heard you girls doing a chant. Can you do a chant for me that you were just doing?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pitcher, watch the pitcher. Time the pitcher. Time the pitcher. Is she high? Is she low? Is she fast? Is she slow? We don't know. She is low, baby, low, baby, low, baby, low. We don't know where the birdies go.
That was awesome. Do you have more of them? Because I'll come back and get more. Do you? All right, I'll come back in another inning and you do another one for me, okay? All right. Back to you, Andy.
Thank you, Rod. Well, that's been bugging me all game, what exactly the words to the songs they've been singing. They're very intoxicating. I find myself humming them on the drive home. So it's good to get to the bottom of that, put some words to it. All right, we start the bottom half of the first inning here. Troy looking to come back from this 5-0 deficit. Rachel Smiley on the mound for the Wildcats. Second pitch is going to be a strike. And unless Troy switched up their lineup from game 1, that is Olivia Griffith at the plate. She's looking at a count of 1-1 here. Make some contact, and that's going to go to third baseman Lauren, who's nice stop and oh, good stop and timely toss, but it just went a little high, causing the first base person to have to jump up and catch that, bringing her down just a little late and putting the first base runner of this game on first base for Troy, and that's only the second base runner they've had all game, or all day. Taking the opportunity, she's going to steal second easily as the ball gets past the catcher for Oxford. Rod, did you catch who's catching?
I forgot to check. I'm sorry. I will find out. I don't know if it's Morris or, like you said, there's 3 of them. Morris and I think Marsh. Caroline Marsh does as well. And I forgot who else she said.
What was it? That's number 7 up to the plate now for the Raptors, Jillian. She's got no outs and a runner on second.
Jillian made some good plays in that first game at shortstop.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That was
And she will foul this one back. How about that chant? What did I tell you about that? I tell you, and they're going to do another one for me, too.
I want to know who comes up with them. Is it the coach's job? Is it the assistant coach's job? They're
The girls
organized.
do. The girls do themselves. You know how the girls always have those songs on the bus and stuff?
Nice snag by Smiley, and they're going to get a double play.
And they do. Wow.
Good awareness by the girls there. That was just textbook.
Well, you know, when it's hitting the air, the rule is go halfway, and that in that case, it's hitting the infield, go less than halfway, so that you can get back. Oh, here comes the hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'll take over if you want to eat your hot dog.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. All right. Well, there you go. If you come
well
up here,
taken
the hot dog,
care of here at the Seymour Lake concession stand, which goes
Born
to
guesser throws. Oh. And that was close. I think that's Audrey at first base trying to stretch. And Sam Borngetzer gets on base. So that's their second runner here on base. We have Rachel Smiley pitching. Looks like Lauren Peters is at third base. Coach Gary's got to mess me up. He's running these girls all over the place. But you know what? They're all good too. Okay, shortstop is Peyton Berard. You know, if the girls play all the different positions, they end up knowing the game better. And if you work on all your players on the team, not just the good ones, you will be a good team. You'll be surprised that the young gals you thought couldn't hit, they will come around. And if you play them, that's how you make a good team. You start from the bottom up. And that ball will be high. Rachel had a good game. Well, she got on base 3 times in the first game, scored every time. And that ball will be high. We already seen a double play. She knew what to do, you know, and that's because she's probably played a little third base, maybe a little shortstop as well, and pitchers. So she knows what it looks like on all sides of the field, and that's how she knew how to double up the girl. And there is strike 3, and that will be Rachel's first strikeout. And Megan McGarry will go have a seat, and that will be the third out of the inning. And we will go to the top of the second with Caroline Marsh, Amy Bronikowski, and then back to the top of the order with Lauren Peters. How the hot dogs, Andy? Good? I'll tell you,
Yeah, Roger, pretty good.
yeah. Yeah, I was just, I'm like, why did I ask, man? He's got Oxford Band runs the concession stand here all summer, making money for all the things Oxford Band's doing. They have a band camp coming up in a couple weeks here. In springtime, they will be going to New York City, competitions and football games, and Oxford Band has been very successful. They've gone, last year we went to, oh gosh, I forgot the name of the place. But they went over
Disney World, I think.
No, we're a competition. We won a competition.
Oh,
Yeah, well, they do well. They get graded pretty well. So Mr. Gibbons has got a great program there. Been there for years. Great guy. Tons of patience with those kids.
If I could just say some more about the hot dogs here. I think they are so well done, so deliciously prepared, that I think it translates well over the TV.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Well, hopefully my mom isn't watching.
Well, I'll tell you, the first game Oxford just clobbered them, 19-0. Not to keep rubbing salt on the wound, but now it looks like it's going to be a little more of a game here. Troy Raptors making some bids for run. No runs that inning, but they did get on base. Here's the first pitch to Caroline Marsh. Caroline was catching at the beginning of the game. And they switched to Morris. We made the comment, we thought maybe because her hand was sore, you could hear that ball popping.
Yeah, Maddie, she might be from another planet the way she's pitching. It's amazing, really.
Oh.
You go over to the Loving's house, and there's going to be a pod that her dad's kept under a tarp in the barn for all these years.
I don't know what to say.
Just say that I'm right.
And And that will be strike 3 to Caroline, and Amy Bronikowski's up. And we got a couple runs in the first game. This is our first time up here in this game.
Top of the second inning here, Oxford with a 5-0 lead.
No, I'm sorry, this is Maria Rabb. I wrote down the wrong number. Bronikowski's after her. Sorry about that, Maria. And that's a good thing they use numbers.
Maria's going to foul that one back.
There she goes. Hey, this whole order does well. We had scoring from everybody, from Peyton Berard, Olivia Makarowitz, Griffith, Marsh, Rabb, Bronikowski. It wasn't just the top of the order that scored all those runs. As a matter of fact, most of the runs were from the middle and the end. You know, about equal. So, Coach Gary is getting production out of all of our girls.
Yeah, and we were. It's a good thing to point out that though we were talking about how good of a game that Maddie had, she didn't score 19 runs all on her own. Excellent batting by the whole team.
And how about all those nice-looking slides? You notice that?
Oh, yeah.
These gals slide very nice.
Which we have seen in other games that we've done. Can be a big factor. If you can slide well, you're going to score runs.
I did that when I had the younger girls. Got the slip and slide out, and that's how I taught them to begin with. You know, like a slip and slide. Show them on the slip and slide so they don't scrape them up.
Did you do the first run to set the example? Show them.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. And here we go, Amy Bronikowski. And that ball will be way high.
Maria's going to scoot all the way down to third base.
But that's a good way to start them out when they're young.
So with one out, Wildcat runner on third base. Number 7, Amy's looking to add a few to that 5-0 lead here in the second.
That's a nice pitch.
Yeah, it was.
That's a very nice pitch.
That's going to make it even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I wonder how much of an issue the setting sun is posing for the batters today, because that's coming down right in their line of sight, it looks like.
And Amy will go out swinging, but I'd rather see a swinging. So that's 2 outs, and now Lauren Peters is up. And Lauren's got the sunglasses on. A little Hollywood here.
You got to look the part.
And
look at that.
And she plays the part as well.
You mentioned that she was wearing sunglasses. I noticed that Amy at the time was not. I'm wondering if that, with the sun setting, like we were just saying, maybe kind of played a part in her strikeout.
You know, I should do an interview if the girls are here. Do you mind if I do that?
No, go right ahead.
Okay.
And Laura's going to go easily into second base to be a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Number 6, Audrey, up to the plate. Steps out of the batter's box to look down to third base coach. Nice contact hit, but that's going to go right back to the pitcher for Troy. Whose first baseman fumbles the toss, and that's going to bring home Lauren. Nice slide by Lauren to be this. Yep. Looks like there's a little bit of dispute on the call between the Troy coach and the umpire, but they resolved it out, and Lauren is safe at home.
Me?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I am here with
Got caught up in that.
Megan
Griffith,
and
Olivia Makarowitz, Peyton Berard.
all right, well, awesome game, first game, huh? 19-0. Getting some hits now, huh? I got to ask you, does Coach work with you on sliding?
Yeah, he did.
Every one of you slides really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you start out with a slip and slide first?
No.
No, that's how I used to do with my players. You wish, right?
Started with cardboard.
Well, you know, everybody in the order that I'm looking at the game, everybody's contributing here. You guys are all scoring and sliding and running. He has you run all the time, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
You have to run all the time?
Yeah.
That's good. That's why you score so many runs. Well, okay, Andy, we'll come back to you. Thanks, girls.
All right, thanks, Rod. All right, Rod was getting the interviews from the players. We missed a nice deep RBI single by number 13, Maddie. She just does everything. We're going to 2 outs. Runner on first base with number 10, Rachel, up to the plate. Ooh. Boy, good, solid hit, but she was helped out by a little bit of luck there as the second baseman for Troy, Chloe, catches the ball but fumbles it there as it drops out. Then tosses over to the first, but too late as Rachel goes in standing up for a nice-looking single to put runners at first and second for Oxford with 2 outs. And Emma makes another nice hit, but it's going to go foul along the third baseline.
Wow, I missed quite a bit, didn't I? My
Maddie got a nice
goodness.
RBI single. Rachel had a nice single there with a little bit of help from gravity.
Okay, so and Audrey Brown scored. Of course, Audrey can't stay on base.
She gets homesick real easy.
Yeah, she wants to run. Well, you know what? As I was coming back, you know, we were talking about the sliding. I was talking to Mrs. Morris.
Wow.
There's another nice looking hit, and like I said,
Good.
everybody is hitting.
Yeah. Good stop by the left fielder for Troy, though.
Yes, it was. Very good job.
Good job of keeping that only to a 1. You know, a single for Emma.
Yeah, that just loads the bases. And this is number 11, Peyton Berard. She walked and scored her first in the first inning. Anyways, I was talking to Mrs. Morris.